everyone! This is part of a series of teacher side hustle videos. And today we are looking at, dun dun dun, YouTube! If you are thinking of starting a teacher YouTube channel, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Lorianne, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. Here at It's All Primary, I love to provide tips and strategies to make your teaching experience more enjoyable and efficient. So for the past month, we've been looking at teacher side hustle businesses, and there are tons of them. So we're just going to narrow the field a bit and just talk about 5 over the next few weeks. We've looked at Instagram already. We're going to look at Teachers Pay Teachers, Pinterest, blogging, and today it's YouTube. Now you're probably thinking, Lorianne, you don't even have 200 subscribers. What can you tell me about YouTube? Ding, ding. You're right, but it's not about the subscribers. Well, it is, if you're looking to be monetized. I have been uploading videos since September 2019, and I'm about to approach my 50th video. So I've learned a few things. Here are 7 tips if you are thinking about starting a teacher YouTube channel. Tip number 1, why? Why do you want to create a YouTube channel? Biggest question, and it means really everything when it comes to YouTube. Are you looking to make money? Are you just documenting your teaching career? Maybe you want to help people. That's why I started. Back in September, I didn't have a continuing contract job, and so I knew I was going to be substitute teaching. If you look back at my first videos on this channel, they are all about substitute teaching because I wanted to help other substitute teachers get through that experience. It's important to know your why, because when things get tough and life gets crazy, if you don't have a strong enough why, you're going to stop. They say many people will get to 100 subscribers, but very few will actually get to 1,000. That's kind of sad. And I know people have different reasons. Tip number 2, how? How are you going to get this done? We all lead busy lives. How are you going to etch out 8 to 10 hours per week to upload a video once a week? I mean, when I started, I honestly thought, hey, I'll be able to pop these out every 2 or 3 days. I had no idea. It takes time to script, it takes time to take photos, to film, it takes time to edit. And I was new at this, so my editing was not good. And I barely knew how to use iMovie. I knew nothing about thumbnails, titles, and descriptions and all that, and I can probably go back and fix it all because it's probably all wrong. But that takes time. It takes time to be able to do all those things. And if you want to produce quality videos, you do gotta make the time for that. Think of it this way. You have an appointment with the YouTube algorithm. What time, what day are you going to show up every single week? Because YouTube will be there waiting for you. And if you don't show up on the day and time you said you would, it goes, well, I think I'll go look for somebody else then. There are plenty of videos out there for the algorithm to promote. So if you want your video promoted, same time, same day, every week. Tip number 3, no excuses. No excuses. If you say you're going to do this, then do it. The biggest excuses I had when I started was my equipment. I was making excuses for my equipment. I started with an iPad Pro, first generation, so it's dated, and the window. That's what I used for my first several videos. And I was mad because I didn't have lighting and I didn't have a camera and I didn't have, I used iMovie on the iPad. I'm trying to look at it through the screen and my iPad only had so much memory, and so most of my videos are not very long when I started because I kept filling up the iPad, and then it would take 8 hours to upload onto YouTube because I didn't have proper bandwidth or whatever it is on internet. So I made these excuses and obstacles for myself when I should have just, made the video and uploaded it, regardless of what was happening. If my personal life was falling apart, it didn't matter. Just upload the video. One of the things that I did after about 5 months, because by then I knew I was serious about this, is I started putting aside little bits of money every paycheck so that I could invest in some things when I had the money, because I thought I don't want to go into debt over this. Wasn't growing, so I didn't want to use those things again as an excuse. I needed to push through all of that. And the first thing I bought was a tripod. And I bought a tripod that could hold the iPad. So I had this attached to the tripod so that I could film using my iPad. That was my first purchase. Use time as an advantage. That if you are really committed to this in 6 months, then treat yourself. If you've decided that the purpose of your video videos is going to be bringing value to your viewers, then you need to do research. Find out what your audience wants. And this was another issue that I was messing up in, because I was just creating videos of what I think people wanted, but I didn't really find out what they wanted until about November or December, when I started talking to substitute teachers and asking them what did they want as far as videos, whether they watched them or not. I was curious, if they went to YouTube, what would they watch? They weren't wanting to watch substitute videos. Okay, so let's scrap that. And then they started asking for classroom management, so I started making a couple classroom management videos. And then someone asked me about making homeschool videos, so I started making homeschool videos. Still all about teaching, but I'm looking to see what people want and make videos accordingly. Someone asked me about side hustles, and I thought I can do a whole series on that, and which is what I'm doing right now. The other thing you can do is you can go on to Instagram or Facebook and just ask people. I did this, and this is what I heard. Crickets. Yeah, that's what I heard. Nothing. I had to actually physically ask people, if you watched YouTube, what would you want to watch? Research, it takes time. Ask your friends, even if they aren't subscribed to you. Ask them. Number five. This is something I didn't know. You need to have a Gmail account in order to set up a YouTube channel. I didn't know that. I didn't realize how connected those two were. And if you don't have a Gmail account, then now is a great time to think of how you want to brand yourself and make the Gmail account that name. Then when you put in your about, I think it's called your about section on YouTube, you can use that email, creating a business that's separate from your name. And there's probably advantages to doing that. Number 6, thumbnails count. This is something I continually work with, because I think some things are good and then I see them and they don't look good. I don't necessarily have an eye, but I'm working on it, and I'm watching videos on how to get better. Some things that I have learned about making thumbnails, first of all, is there's a website called Canva. I'll put the link in the description below, which is free. You can use the paid, but free works, and it will help you. It will give you the dimensions and everything, and you can create it right on there. You upload your photo, add your words if you want. You don't have to have words on your thumbnail, and you don't even have to have your face, though they say, whoever they are, thumbnails with faces perform better than without faces. Also, you don't have to have the title of your video on your thumbnail. Try to keep it less than 5 words, and something that's mysterious, catchy, clickable. They gotta click. That thumbnail is the gate to your videos, so make it interesting. Number 7, research. I've been already mentioning research. If you are starting a teacher channel, then check out other teacher channels. Maybe you already follow a number of teacher channels. Follow them, and then go on their channel page and look, the style of them. What kind of content are they using? Many teachers just create vlogs. That's very popular in the teacher YouTube world. Do their videos bring value? Do they bring value to you? Ask questions. Also, watch other YouTube videos by content creators that are specific to building YouTube channels. I have watched a number of YouTube videos, and I probably still watch between 3 and 5 a week on something to do with YouTube, whether it is, again, creating that thumbnail, writing good descriptions or good titles, SEO, all these little things. Now, while you are watching and looking at all their things, there's one thing you don't do. Don't compare yourself to them. This hung me up for months because I was not growing. You don't know everyone's stories. Don't compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. And just because someone gets on YouTube and is able to get 1,000 subscribers in a month and a half, and you are at 500, and it's been a year, means of making sure that you are creating the best possible videos. If that is your goal, if your goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 viewing hours in order to be monetized by YouTube, then you've got to think about the algorithm and the SEO and all those things associated with that in order to grow your business. Now, I personally think that teachers have a totally different relationship with the algorithm, because that's just a theory of mine. If you want to hear about my theory, I'd be happy to make a video on it because it's rather comical, but I still think my theory is true. So just comment below. Many videos I've heard say your first 50 videos are crap. And that kind of annoyed me because I'm thinking, wait a second, I don't think my videos are crap. I think they're pretty good. Maybe I'll redo this video 50 videos from now and we'll see if I have changed my mind. Perhaps. And if you are getting any value from this video, I'd really appreciate you clicking the thumb up button. And please subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I post Tuesdays and I will post a vlog when in school on Saturday mornings. Next week's video it's going to be a teacher YouTube appreciation video. Where I'm going to highlight some of my favorite teacher YouTubers, what it is about them that I think makes them pretty special. I hope you are having a great week wherever you are. If your public health officer has told you to stay home, then stay home. Let's bring this virus to an end, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.